Hello guys, my name is Daniel. I am from Brazil and I am 18 years old. So as you guys could see in the beginning of the video, in this title of this video, I'm going to speak in 3 languages. All of those languages I've learned, all of them by myself, by my own. I didn't go to any English course. I learned everything by myself. So I'm going to start in Portuguese, which is my first language. Então, gente, português é a língua que eu aprendi primeiro porque é meu idioma nativo. No Brasil, eu moro no Brasil e no Brasil nós falamos português, que é muito parecido com o espanhol, mas não, nós não falamos espanhol, nós falamos português. Eu gosto muito de falar português, acho que a variedade de português é muito grande. É uma coisa que eu não... E é a língua que eu me expresso melhor, sem sombra de dúvidas, porque é a minha língua nativa. Now, I'm going to speak in English, which is my second language. Is the language that I learned when I was a kid. A kid and a teenager, because you know what? When I started to learn English, I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12 years old. I always loved, languages in general. And when my aunt, she was used to hear a lot of, songs, English songs, American songs. And, we didn't understand anything about those songs. In my home, nobody speaks English or any language which is not Portuguese. Then, I was looking to the songs, the lyrics, and I didn't understand anything, but I was trying to imitate them. I was trying to make the sound exactly as they did, and I started to imitating them, to having the kind of good accent. And then when I was like a teenager, 11, I started to study, to search on internet, and that's helped me a lot for sure. I studied everything by my own, on my computer, on my mobile phone. I downloaded some apps, and I studied a lot. I mean, I read a lot of books. I read a lot of books actually, and I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube. Since today, I study, so I always keeping learning, because you know what? When you learn a new language, you never stop learning the language. You have to improve and improve always. And now, guys, I'm going to speak in Spanish, which is the third language I speak. Now, ahora yo voy a hablar un poquito de español, que es un idioma que a mí me gusta mucho. A mí me encanta hablar el español, que es un idioma muy parecido con el portugués. Yo he estudiado el español por más o menos, si yo no estoy engañado, por 3 meses, algo así. A mí me gusta mucho el idioma, es muy hermoso. Yo puedo comprender mucho bien porque es muy parecido con el portugués, pero hablar para nosotros brasileños es un poquito complicado, porque justamente porque nosotros pensamos que el idioma es parecido. Nosotros hablamos en un portugués que con un acento en español, pero no es español. Entonces, hablar español es un poquito complicado porque tú tienes que de verdad estudiar, tú tienes que parar un tiempo, un rato, para empezar a estudiar, leer alguna cosa, escuchar alguna cosa. Fue muy fácil para mí empezar a hablar en español. Mi español no es perfecto, yo hago muchos errores y yo estoy consciente de esto, pero yo pienso que lo más importante cuando hablamos de idiomas es siempre tener la comunicación, es siempre poder se comunicar, poder hablar, entender es ser entendido. Entonces yo pienso que eso es lo más importante. Si usted puede hacer esto, entonces tú ya tienes, como yo puedo decir, logrado tu objetivo. Now I'm going to speak in English. So guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. I just took the camera and started to record. I didn't write something. I just turned on the camera and start to speak to you. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe in my channel, and I'm gonna be really happy if you like this video. So comment down below what do you think about my accent, if my accent is good or is bad, I don't know. So if you like this video, share. Is this for today? See you guys.